Happy Halloween, everybody, on the Trailbox Game. We're back with Days Gone. This is going to be the last episode for said game. It might not be the last video, but this is going to be 100% the game, and we're going to get the final endings for doing so. Now, there is another game option available, and that is challenge mode. Like, you get a bunch of challenges, but I didn't really do any videos or recordings on that because I suck at that, and honestly, it's like, if anybody wants to see it, you'll let me know, and I'll get busy with doing so. But this would be the last video for it. Now, originally, I was just going to cut it up into another 30-minute video, and I think that would give us, like, an extra video to go through, but then I saw the video count, seeing as it's 45, I kind of want to go there, because I could divide that evenly through the, first like half of October. So that's why this one's longer than the last one. Man, these fuckers are getting on me. Huh. So last video, I kind of just went over what I would like in the sequel. I think I bashed everyone's head good enough with what I would like to see and see my improvements. So we're just gonna skip that for now. But, just to bring up shit to talk about, I'll give some background of the actual recording of this, video series. Originally, I believe there was like 98 video recordings in total. And a lot of it was collectible based, and I thought, I don't really have much material to talk on to make it entertaining. I mean, I'm kind of struggling with that now, but I just decided, hey, there's other videos, like better videos that go on collectibles in this game. People just go to them. So that's why I ultimately decided to cut that out. It also kind of shaved a lot of time with some videos. So it was a win-win. Speaking of, like, I also started stories, like, kind of early on, because I figured this was, like, a Halloween-themed, like video series. Like, it's being set out in October. The intro's different. I should add more shit to make it more Halloween based, but I just like the stories. I'm not a storyteller YouTuber for a reason, and I just could not really tell good. Like, I'm not a good narrator. I mean, do you hear my voice? You damn well know this isn't a narrating voice. Like, the only good stories that I could tell are shit that happened to me, or shit that I could kind of make up on the fly. But I don't really have much to tell, which is why I kind of stopped with the whole scary stories after a while, and especially with the whole like opinions, like opinions on Candy, like scary movie, like that's kind of done and done. I couldn't really think of what else I should ask, but as this is the first kind of Halloween thing I'm doing, I think this is good experience for next year and the years coming. Let's see. Alongside with the collectibles, I think I did something else extra that I decided to get rid of. And I believe it's just like small shit that I thought was good enough at the time. I looked it over and I thought, no, this could be like, this isn't funny, or it's not entertaining enough to be included, so I'm just gonna say fuck it. Granted, I did kept a lot of the side shit in, like, all the ambush camps, all the narrow researchers, like, sites. I kept that in because I thought that was, like, showing progress in the game, but it's like, a part of me feels like I should have just, like, said fuck it and just kept with the story. I mean, regardless, we're here now, finishing up 100%ing this game, so I would have done something similar to this in the end. It's just, I think I should have just waited till after I was done. But hey, live and learn, Another fun fact about this is that this was actually supposed to be planned for last year. And while I did say one Halloween got fucked up because my laptop broke on me, it wasn't like, I got that confused. That was like 2 years ago. Last year, last year something happened and I wasn't in a good place to be doing shit. So I decided to say fuck it. And now I'm back. I'm doing this for this year. It's kind of weird how time fucks with you sometimes, you know? Now, for the rest of the month, I have a couple other videos that I'm gonna get done. I know right now I already have 45 out. That seems a lot, but it's only halfway through the month. I still have like 16 more days to do shit. So I have more shit planned, obviously. Starting tomorrow, which will be the 16th, I'm hosting Little Nightmares. And that's gonna be for the next couple of days. And then after that's going to be the first Resident Evil, which I went back, I completed. Looking back on how I performed in the first time playing, I felt kind of stupid. And I'm going to bring this point up in the actual video. It's just, it took me playing Resident Evil 2, you know, the remaster, the remake, to realize I could turn shit when I'm looking at them. Nice gun. That's a cool ass gun. But the thing is, I got stumped at the very beginning because I couldn't see that it told me to turn the fucking book around. Oh my god, I felt like a fucking like, that's just... If it were a snake, it would have bit my ass. It would have bit me so much that even getting the anti-venom for it wouldn't help my fucking case. So, we're going back to Resident Evil. We're most likely going to complete Resident Evil. And then after that, it depends on how many videos I made, and I'll determine what we do at the end of the month. A little fun fact about this this video series is that originally, this game right here, I was gonna put like 9 videos a day, and I thought 9 videos a day sounds cool and all, but that sounds also like a pain in the ass. And then I talked to one of my friends that, you know, I discuss YouTube shit with occasionally, and he said, I think maybe 3 a day. I was like, that sounds more fair, and I could divide it more further. Like, there's already a lot of videos, so dividing it more evenly feels a little more, like, less stressful. It feels less stressful. Granted, with it being 45, 9 a day would get me, like, within the 5th day of October. And I kind of want to have something, you know, for each day. Just a little something. Begs a question if I should do anything on October, actually, because people are going to be trick-or-treating. But I guess, you know, if you want to see something after a long day of trick-or-treating, yeah. I guess, like, I don't know. Technically, if I wanted to, I could fill this whole month with just fucking Resident Evil titles. Because I have a shit ton of the games. Like, I got Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, Code Veronica, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just need 8, I think, and that's the whole fucking series. I mean, I'm not too sure myself, but as I say, there's a shit ton of games I can make videos off of. It's just, I don't really, like, I want a variety in the horror. Like, I already have 2 zombie games going out. I want more variety, you know? That's why I kind of went with Little Nightmares, just be between the games, just to have a change in the horror. Don't get me wrong, the games are fun. I like killing zombies as much as the next guy, but I like a little variety, you know? Just a little, like, pizzazz. Come on. I mean, come on. You get what I mean? Like, it just feels a little tiresome just to see one zombie game be done, and the next be another zombie game. That's why I was a little hesitant on having Resident Evil be put on this month, but I also realized that I did start it at one point, and now that I have it finished, I kind of want to have it, like, popping up for, you know, Halloween. It's just, what would be posted after that? Because after that, I think I still have some days left in October. A part of me doesn't want to have it just Resident Evil titles just to fill that gap. So, it has to be something new. Which, I was going to save this for the end of the video. But if anybody has any horror games they would like to see, if they have any suggestions, I will be happy to hear them, and I'll be happy to do those videos for you. And, you know, seeing that it's Halloween for this year, I mean, I don't think I'll be able to get them out this Halloween, but they'll be ready next Halloween. Or at least a first time playing it will be out. And then, whenever it's fully ready, you have the video series there waiting for you. Now, I reached out to Discord groups I'm in, friends I know, and I asked, like, good horror games that they would like that they could recommend. And I got 2 suggestions already piped up. One of my friends suggested I do Prey, and another suggested I do something with Cthulhu. So I have 2 maybe titles to either fill up this Halloween, or maybe something to have for next year. So, if anybody wants anything, wants to see anything, just let me know, and it might not be this year, but maybe next year. So, early bit I did in the videos was a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing, and I kind of got sick a little during that process, so I kind of stopped. It was really rough on my voice, and the thing is, I could never get a cemented voice with the Mr. Hyde voice. Like, the first one, I think, was more, like, evil, but as I kept going, I just went to, like I stated, more of a bad impersonation of my Nico voice. And I think it kind of stayed at the bad Nico impersonation for a while, but then, like I said, I started getting sick, my voice started to really hurt. I think it was episode 18, or part 18, whatever you want to call it, where I wasn't really feeling good, and I, like, just didn't have much energy to deal with, like, a commentary. Thing is, I was, like, on a roll, so I just want to get it done. Like, I already had everything set up. I just, like, couldn't just stop and continue later. I think during that day, I recorded in total maybe 6 videos in a row. So, yeah. Typically, after that point, I just kept to, like, maybe at the most 4, at the least 3, just so I'm not pushing myself too much. I mean, I'm still kind of sick, like, but it's not bad. So, yeah. Still not feeling too great, but the thing is, I wanted to be more productive. Want to get all these projects done before a certain time, before it got too late and uploading, and then I missed a whole month again. So, I tried to be a little more productive, like, it kind of makes it counterproductive if I'm not feeling good, but at the same time, I felt well enough to get through a recording, so I just kept going. It's just when you do too much, it's like, it fucks with you, so I decided to limit myself on how much I record a day. Oh man, that guy bounced. So, that's that little know-how, and honestly, the whole Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde bit, that was kind of inspired by me playing with my friend Lorenzo Bioshock, and the whole, like, Doctor bit coming up. I explained to him that I used to do that voice as fun for a cousin, but the thing is, what we originally planned was me responding to said voice, and he was like, man, did this become a 3-person kind of thing now, with me being a voice and you being 2, and I'm like, no, it's not, don't worry. But I will still keep on yelling, Doctor! Whenever I feel like, whenever I find it funny, or whenever I just want to be random, I would just yell that. So that's why it was kind of semi-inspired by. And also because I was having difficulty, like, commentating. I guess you could call that the equivalent of having writer's block. So that's the whole backstory for that shit. The other problem I kind of had with this playthrough, video, whatever you want to fucking call it, is that the mic was more stubborn than anything I've dealt with previously, due to how many times I had to reset it and switch to the position. Like, the thing is, I don't have a good mic stand that attaches to anything, so I have to set it up in a specific way. And I just, like, I lost count how many times I had to set it up. If that's not the problem, getting the mic to actually connect to the laptop was also a new issue that I had to deal with, which never before. But yeah, as you could tell, it kind of got fixed. Maybe it wasn't completely, like, I don't know. I just think there's a difference in audio quality, but my hearing isn't too great with it. The point is, I don't want to have static in the background of my videos. If that's what I could get, I'm fine with it. The other one I don't like is, what do you call it? It's something that happened to me early on when I made videos earlier. Like, my first few videos had this thing. It's just like, I guess, an echo to my voice. As long as there's no static and no echo, I'm fine. I tried to fix the... Was that someone going on a bike? I tried to keep the volume kind of at some level, but I kind of fucked that up too. But the point is, no static, no echo. That's my, like, go-to. Video, the video is always crystal clear. One of my friends says, I really like how your videos come out, like, they look pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, the video recording's usually the easiest part. It's the audio recording. The audio recording's always the biggest bitch. There is always something wrong with the audio. Always something wrong. I remember a series of videos that I had to keep re-recording because, like, for some fucking reason, like, how do I say that there was, like, this, like, robotic pitch that would randomly happen in my voice, and it drove me crazy because it would usually be, like, at a portion of, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, it'll be at a portion where I can't just re-edit the voice, so I had to cut out that part, re-record that part, and then put it back again. And I remember one video where I felt kind of defeated, and I said, just fucking post it, I am done. I do not care. It is whatever. And that kind of left me feeling a little defeated until I kind of went over it myself, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. Fuck me. It wasn't as bad as I thought, because I think it was more on my computer's end than the actual, like, recording. So I just said, okay, that's good enough for me. It's not as great as I want it to be, but it's not bad. But typically, yeah, audio was always, like, I don't want to say was, because I could guarantee you that I'm gonna have issues with fucking, like, future titles, so audio is always gonna be, like, the biggest bitch to deal with when you're recording for a fucking commentary. I mean, other than finding shit to talk about, that's also gonna be, like, the second difficult thing about talking, like, for example, me right now, but no, I was gonna say, when I first did, oh my god, it's another one of these fuckers. Okay, the Reacher, kind of my least favorite. Because it's like, you're just a fast zombie that could reach me. And you don't even do that well. I could dodge you. Now, if you were fast enough to dodge, like, Focus, I'd be impressed, but you're not. That's just the thing. You're not fast enough to dodge shit. I mean, I was expecting not being able to, like, melee you because you're too fast. But, nope. So, like I was saying, what the fuck hit me? It's like, finding shit to talk about was kind of difficult. Did he just face through the wall not once but twice? Keeping focus is another issue I have, if you can't tell. But when I first played, like with Lorenzo, when we first did the Bioshock videos, the first thing I noticed he was doing was pointing out everything that popped up on the screen. And I had, like, I didn't break his balls about it because I was there too. I just say, hey, you really don't want to point out everything you see because, you know, viewers can see it too. And I reassured him, like, hey, I did that too. I improved from it. It's just, you know, talk with me. Be with me. Hang out with me. Don't worry about it too much because we got a lot of shit to talk about. And if we don't have shit to talk about, we'll make up shit. And I think we really took that to heart as we kept doing the videos. We kept on talking about random shit rather than what was going on with the goddamn game. Which, to me, that's fine. I had fun. In fact, typically, these videos that you see right here, the most recording I do for a single, like, video would be 20, like, audio recordings. Typically, they're stopped between takes just so I could focus on what I'm going to say next, or just to catch my breath, or just to double check to make sure that it's going well. But with Lorenzo, when I do it with friends, interesting enough, the most that we record will probably be 2 audio takes. And that's usually because, 1, we need a break, or 2, the audio fucked up and we had to go back and fix it, but usually it's 2. I think the most we had to deal with was 3. But you can see the difference in the numbers. You know, there's a big difference in the numbers, and that's because with a friend, I have someone that could, you know, go back and forth with. By myself, I either A, have to pretend someone's talking with me, or B, I have to talk to myself, which honestly, I could do that. It's just, it just feels a little weird sometimes. Just a little weird sometimes for me. I mean, earlier on when I basically asked myself why don't I invite Lorenzo or one of my, goddamn it, another cougar after me. I wish it were like that in real life. But I brought up the question, why not just bring one of my friends into this project? And I'm like, no, I don't want to do it because basically they have their projects. I try to even it out between them. Talk about OCD, but that's the reason why I wanted to do this alone. Yeah, with my friends, I try to be fair with what project we do together. No one gets more, like, attention than the other. We're all equal here. Currently, Lorenzo is kind of in the lead with videos published out, but that's because, like, he lives, like, closer to me, so I could get to him a lot faster than my other friend. But we do plan shit out. I know one of my friends, we're doing Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, typically, I'm the one that does the footage for the videos and the audio, the editing of all the videos, which, honestly, sometimes I kind of hate myself because I do it, like, at 3 a.m. And sometimes it's shit. But this time, my friend, he's going to be doing the, like, video recording. He's going to do the editing. I'm just joining him for, like, a voiceover. And honestly, when I thought about that, I was like, you know, he's doing a lot of extra legwork. I would feel kind of an asshole if I just put it on my channel. So I asked him, hey, even though this is a project I suggested we do, I don't feel comfortable about putting it on my channel when you do, like, a shit ton of work. Do you just want to put it on your channel instead? And I was like, yeah, that sounds fair. Like, it makes sense. He's doing more work than I'm doing. I don't want to take that from him, you know? It doesn't feel right. I don't feel like jiffing out my friend when he does a lot of shit. So, yeah, Bendy and the Ink Machine will be on his channel. That's my friend Dr. Despair. We don't have a release date on it just yet, but trust me, it'll happen sometime. It'll happen some fucking time. You know, I think I like the cave ones. I think I like the K ones. You wanna know why? Because they have a very, like, narrow way of coming. You know they're all gonna come through there. You're not gonna get surrounded. And honestly, I think it wasn't this one, but another one that I just completely obliterate them. These fuckers were too close to the entrance. Just a little too close to the entrance. Now, with Lorenzo is a different story, because unlike my other friend, Dr. Despair, who's been with me from the start, Lorenzo just randomly one day asked me if we could do a video together. And I was ecstatic. I was fucking happy about that. Like, I always want one of my friends to ask me, but I never want to bring it up because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel a little self-conscious about that shit. But he asked me, hey, do you think I could do a video with you? And I was like, you want to do a video? Fuck yeah, let's do a video. And I think it's because he was inspired to do it through the SpongeBob videos. Because he keep, oh, motherfucker, you're here? Look, I have to deal with a horde. I don't have time to deal with a hairy, fast-running zombie. Honestly, you kind of remind me of a fucking Yeti. But no, he was inspired to, like, do it when he watched the SpongeBob videos. And the reason why he wanted to do it was because he was so impressed with me being a PG kind of gamer but this guy won't fuck off. Going back, he was so amused that I managed to get through several videos of SpongeBob SquarePants at a semi-decent time without uttering a single curse that he wanted to do a video with me because fuck off, you asshole. He was just impressed that I could do a few episodes without cursing at all because, as you can tell, I talk like a goddamn pirate. And I told him that, honestly, being PG is pretty fucking easy. As hard as that might sound coming from people like me that curse way too much for their own good, but it was fun. This is fun too, but being PG I felt was he ain't leaving me alone, and I'm kind of tired of shooting him. Because I had to deal with these other dickheads too. Moments of silence are usually when I'm either A, trying to focus, or B, I'm very pissed off and I don't want to start screaming into my mic. Or, you know, screaming more into my mic. Short story, he was just impressed I could do it without cursing that he wanted to come and do a video with me. And I said, yeah, you want to do a PG one too? And it was like, hell no. He told me hell no. And I was like, fine, fair enough, I'll figure out what game we could do together. How about Bioshock? Does Bioshock work for you? Because honestly, I was planning to do Bioshock at a certain time. And I think it'd be great for us to go with it together. And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll do Bioshock. I never actually, like, he didn't know much about Bioshock. So I think it was a win-win for both of us. And throughout the whole videos, I'm coming for you. Did you lose an arm? You're about to lose your life in a few seconds, you motherfucker. Fuck off, you piece of shit. See, you lost your other arm. Stay dead. Fucking stay dead. Asshole. Oh, it's O'Brien.
It's important. Northern Cascades, there's an old pioneer cemetery.
I know it.
I know the one.
Meet me there. Please.
Weird to hear from O'Brien. But we're doing hordes for now. I'll get to it later, O'Brien. The thing is, when me and Lorenzo were doing the fucking Bioshock videos, I was kind of just gaslighting him throughout the whole fucking thing, telling him little lies, because he knew the fucking, oh, hey, it's people. Hey, I brought you friends. I think you need more friends. There you go. It's because he knew the twist at the ending. I'm not going to spoil it, which that's what we agreed on. at the beginning. Like, not spoil it, even though it's been out since 2007. But if you know the spoiler. So, since he knew the spoiler, and that was about it with the game, I decided just to gaslight him throughout the entire game, telling him small shit that wasn't exactly true. And that was just my game. A little game to see how much he would actually believe. You know, it was kind of fun for a little while. Of course, I tell him if it was, like, fake or not. I wouldn't leave him hanging like that. Which reminds me, I can't wait to gaslight him in fucking Bioshock 2. I have a whole fucking script of things I'm gonna tell him. Are these zombies kind of dumb because they got, like, they can't climb that? Oh, fuck me. Anyway, I have a whole fucking list of shit I want to tell him in Bioshock 2 just to fuck with him. I can't wait. Of course, seeing as he's probably one of the few people that actually watch my videos, I probably just gave away my whole plot. But by the time that we're going to do said videos, enough time would pass where he would forget it, hopefully. Shut up, Lorenzo. This isn't for you. Fuck off. I'm doing the Jedi mind trick, even though you can't see me. Just know that this is not a statement you should pay attention to. This is not a statement you should pay attention to. You want to go and watch a cat video. Yes. I can't believe I fell off a goddamn mountain. Hill, mountain, whatever the fuck you call it. I lost the horde. Again. How does one lose a goddamn horde? Twice. Though I'm pretty sure these are the fuckers associated with the horde, so I might as well just fuck these guys up. God damn it. I think another thing that kind of got cut a lot was, like, I don't know, I think I got a majority of, I was about to say Copeland. I think I got a majority of Copeland's speeches, but the thing is, I think I missed a few, or I accidentally edited them out. I'm not too sure. I know some of them ended up repeating, and I think it's because I fucking died. There's a couple missions over there, okay. And we have one over there, so we really have 3 more missions. But we still have, like, hordes to deal with. I'm dealing with the hordes, and then we'll go to the 3 missions, because I'm pretty fucking sure that that's gonna be the end of the game kind of shit, you know? Oh, god damn it. I mean, thinking about the whole Copeland speeches, like, they were optional, but I just kept, like, I kept them for the viewer, but I was like, I don't really, like, I talked over them a lot, and I feel like that kind of takes away the purpose, but it's like, I just wanted something to talk about, really. And honestly, yeah, Copeland's speeches kind of got annoying. It's like, you could have played music, you could have had something, like, worth listening. I guess, you know what, no, having opinions heard is good too, but, like, you could have fucking music going on, some old classics just to ease the dreariness of zombie apocalypse land. No. We gotta listen to you preach about shit that's not really relevant anymore. I mean, I hate to dismiss his viewpoints, I say to a fictional character in a video game, but it's like, dude, half the things you say have literally very little relevance. I mean, some things have some relevance with the choppers, but a lot of the other things are you just spewing out, like, venting. Which, you know what? Okay, that's fine. Everyone is allowed to vent. It's just, who do you vent to? If I feel like venting, what I do is I write down shit, and then I destroy the paper. That's what I do. I get my feelings out, I get all the negative shit out, and then I destroy it so nobody has to see it. I mean, he could just be sharing his opinion, which, honestly, that's fine, but sometimes it sounded like he was venting a bit, didn't it? Well, aside from his occasional radio speeches, I don't really have a negative, I don't really dislike Copeland as much as I thought I was going to. Like, I thought he was going to turn into an asshole that would betray you later. No, he's just some dude surviving. Trying to survive with everybody else, so... yeah, Copeland's pretty cool in my books. Defining cool, like, he's not trying to kill me, so I might as well, tolerate him for now. Everybody, like, Iron Mike, I understood where he was coming from. I got where he was coming from. You need law, you need order, you can't always just kill people. But at the same time, I think he was trying to use that logic with the wrong fucking crowd. Like, the fucking Rippers were, like, the wrong crowd. They were definitely the wrong crowd. If this were anybody else, I'd say, okay, Iron Mike, you have good logic. Let's try to be friendly with this other camper so that we could, protect ourselves from the freaks. Understood, but... he was trying to make a truce with the goddamn Rippers of all people. Now, I don't know what I don't know how this truce started. I really don't know. And at the top of my head, I can't think if there was any in-game indication of why it got started. But I assume it's because they kept attacking each other. And finally, they just got together and said, hey, can you stop attacking? Like, some shit like that, but... I would not expect those fuckers to honor any fucking shit. I expect them to shoot me in the back as soon as I turned around. So, while I understand where he was coming from, it's just wrong fucking people to be trusting. You get what I mean? Like, I think that's what I don't like with apocalypse games. Or, end of the world type of games where you try to be fair, or someone tries to be fair and reasonable with the group that's not going to be fair and reasonable. Because you damn well know they're going to stab you in the fucking back. Everyone with a brain could see that they're going to stab you in the back. I hate to say it, but Schizo was kind of fucking right. You can't trust those fucks. I guess some of the last people to talk about would be Addie and Ricky. Addie wasn't really, I don't know, you don't get much time with Addie that much, but when you do, she's usually always helpful. I like her. I mean, she kept Boozer alive, so, that's a plus in my book. I guess I could talk, Boozer's also, your best friend. I like how he was no questions asked, ride or die, the whole time. Just said that kind of got his arm fucked. Ricky, I think the only time I think she was kind of an ass was when we were leaving Iron Mike's camp. Because it just felt like a little selfish on her part. How can you bitch at somebody who's trying to leave to find their wife? I get, maybe there was something between you two, but you are in a relationship. Alright? You can't get pissy. And it's I felt like she didn't take the relationship too seriously. And that one scene with her and Deacon, I was like, whoa, hold the fuck up. You have someone in your life. I don't like that kind of shit. And I know she hints that she moves fast, and to her, a relationship might not mean much. But to Addie, that shit means much when she got worried about her for not telling her where she was going. You just gotta be a little more considerate, especially if somebody cares about you. You don't want to worry them. I mean, other than that one moment, or those two moments technically, I felt like she was pretty cool. Just those two moments, got me a little... I wouldn't say pissed off. Pissed off is too much of a strong emotion for that. I'd say annoyed would probably be better. But even then, annoyed doesn't sound too, like, it doesn't sound right. Let's see who I mean, I can't talk much about Corey because I like Corey. Like, he was pretty cool to you at the end. Like, he could have had you hung, but he got you free. Like I said in the last video, if there's a sequel, a part of me hopes it's from his perspective and we get to play in his shoes for a while. I think the last person to talk about would be O'Brien. And to be honest, I honestly thought O'Brien was going to stab us in the back at one point, but he never did. And I'm kind of shocked. Like, it would have been so much easier for him to tell his superiors that, hey, someone compromised the thing, you gotta shoot him on sight. But maybe that's because they would have killed him too for being, I don't know, not careful enough. I really don't fucking know. But the thing is, I'm glad he helped, and I can't wait to see him again because he does have something to tell us. And judging by his voice, it was something important. To be honest, I kind of felt bad, like the one time that he asked us to do a favor, you remember the part where the cave to go and find his squad, his buddies? I felt kind of bad that when he asked us to go find some people that he cared about, it wasn't, like, good news for him. I felt kind of bad because he found someone we cared about, and it was all good. I guess that's the rope, because shit, not everything's gonna be a good, happy ending, but I was really hoping at least his best friend survived, and we helped him out, just so that he could get the same thing Deacon got. But, yeah, no. Shit sucks. Shit sucks. I think that's all the... Well, you know what? No, that's not all the characters. We still have Deacon himself. Now, what do I think of Deacon? I don't think he's a bad character. I think he's got a good heart. It's just something's feel a little weird with him. Like, he lies sometimes when he doesn't really need to lie. But I guess that's for years of being saved. Like, I'm not too sure. Like, the whole thing with the camp about him lying, I wonder if he told the truth, would he avoided a lot of conflict? But then again, you could always think that's him being safe. He doesn't want his wife to get hurt. And seeing how the general acted later on, it probably was a good call to lie. But the thing about him always saying, I don't kill unarmed women, it's like, okay, cool. Oddly specific. Very oddly specific. I mean, if there was something in the game where, the last person in the enemy camp or last person that you're fighting, like, was a lady, and she drops her weapon and, it ends right there, I think that'd be a little cool to add to because, it goes with its code. Personally, I think if anybody's unarmed and they're begging for mercy, like, they throw away their gun, they don't want to fight, they're done for the day, I kick all their asses, I say, let them go. Like, because oh, what the fuck? Yeah, that wasn't a complete fail. It's like, I won. I don't need to brutally kill them. But that's just me. Speaking of which, anybody else feel like this game had like a good choice, bad choice kind of thing with it? Like, certain times during gameplay, or not during gameplay, but during certain missions, it just felt like there was a possibility of a good, bad choice. I'm not saying I want that, I'm just saying it felt like there are moments in the game where you as a player could have either been a merciless asshole, or like I just described, you could have been a merciful person. It, like, just a couple times. Was that guy sliding, or was that just me? It looked like that zombie was sliding. I mean, it's kind of weird having a moral choice in a fucking zombie game. Like, I don't see that happening often, don't you? Like, okay, the first mission with Leon, that was where I felt like it was going to be a moral-based choice. Are you going to leave him alive and suffer, or are you going to keep your word and kill him? I guess it would be an interesting take. Like, what is the good choice in this, or what is right or wrong? I mean, honestly, with that choice, I think killing him would have been more merciful than leaving him to the fucking freaks. But it's whatever. If I could rate this game out of 10, I would say I give it a 7. It's not bad, but it's not like a masterpiece. Like, it's an okay game. I think the worst part was just how the zombies don't really feel much of a threat. Like, don't get me wrong, they are a threat, but the characters, like I mentioned before, they always talk like there's always hordes around or they're a constant threat. Honestly, the zombies you could easily outrun. Don't get me wrong, they could kill you in a couple of hits if you're playing on a hard-ass difficulty. It's just, that's easily avoided if you're on a motorcycle, which you could use to easily get away. I mean, there's some glitches here and there too, but the only time I've dealt with a glitch that was bad was the one game-breaking glitch, like, at that one Nero site, which, again, got fixed by just reloading the game. Quitting and then reloading, specifically. I mean, it's not... I'm trying to think of all the glitches that are, like, that fuck with me, because that was one of them. I think there was one glitch that the fuckers at Iron Mike's camp shot me when I was riding in. I'm pretty sure it was a fucker that shot me, because there's no reason why I would have died. That's the only thing that I could think of. Don't get me wrong, it was fucking funny. It was fucking hilarious. It's just, it's a glitch. You gotta fix that shit. Oh, god damn it. I'm trying to think, like, there's also the phasing through certain walls kind of glitch. Like, that's always... the only time I know that really fucked with me was with the church, where I couldn't escape. That's the only time I could think it fucked with me. Other times, it was more like, oh, that's kind of weird and creepy, but it didn't, you know, brick my game. Other than that, I don't think there wasn't really any bad glitches in the game that I experienced. I mean, I'm pretty sure some people might have different stories. They most likely do, but experience-wise, I didn't have to deal with that shit. I mean, the other thing I know I had to deal with was a longer loading screen after the update, which I mentioned time and time again, so that's more of an annoyance than anything. Shut up, you. I guess, like, I'm not really how do I say, I care for plot, I do, it's just, unless you're telling me some outrageous bullshit, I'm not really gonna call you out on it. The only thing I felt like calling out was Gizo surviving, but even then, oh hey, there's a fucking horde. But even then, we kind of came to the point where I kind of understand how he could have survived. And again, I think he just, on his own, couldn't do it, but I could see him lying. In universe, I could see him lying his ass to get from Iron Mike's camp all the way to What's-His-Face's camp. So, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Now, if you... now, him becoming a captain pretty early on, that feels a little bullshit, if you ask me. Like, him ascending ranks that fast, I would say that's just to make him look more of a dick, if anything. Granted, I think Deacon also got, like, a pretty high ranking right off the bat, too. Like, I'm not too sure how these rankings come off, but Corporal, that seems kind of high-mighty for a newcomer. I mean, if we knew, you know, this fucker before and he knew us, maybe he knows our experience and understands that, hey, yeah, you're perfect for this role. I'm putting you here, but we were strangers. Complete strangers. I mean, the only thing that we did was kill a zombie bear and save 2 of his men. Which, granted, that's good, but I don't think it would earn us that high of a rank. Again, I don't know the ranking system exactly. Like, my knowledge of it is very minimum, but I'm pretty sure it would need to be. I'm pretty sure you need to do more shit than that to earn a rank around that caliber. Am I wrong? Am I right? Like, can someone tell me? Because I'm kind of confused on that part. So, basically, those are the 2 things that I really kind of felt like calling bullshit on. But other than that, everything felt like more either A, yeah, makes sense, or B, I guess, but I don't really care enough to really argue with the characters on that. You know, because I just don't really care about technicality sometimes. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes I do. Was that another fucking cougar? Or am I just seeing shit? I think I'm just seeing shit this time. Outside of that, like, I had pretty fun with the game. It wasn't bad. It was, like, I could see some places where it could improve, but it wasn't bad. I had fun. I mean, I had enough fun to go and beat the game, record it, and do videos on it. Like, it's fun enough. Now, there was one issue I had with uploading one of the videos, though, and that was, I think it was episode 15, part 15. It's when you leave the, you know, your little camp. It's taking Boozer to camp, you know, Iron Mike's camp for the first time. And a song's playing from point A to point B, and copyright popped up. And I thought, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to remove the song, or I'm gonna have to mute the entire part, which means just moments of silence between, like, that time frame. And typically that would mean I have to go back, edit everything again. But luckily, copyright for that, it told me, hey, the song is copyrighted, but the thing is, the people behind it, they give you full right to use the song. So I was thinking, oh, okay, that's pretty cool, thank you. But the copyright thing just doesn't go away, and that always, like, that drives me, it makes me annoyed. Like, not because it's there, yeah, because it's there. It kind of makes me worry a little. It's just, everything has been with posted, or submitted, or whatever, some shit like that, and then you see, like, copyright claim. And it's like, I don't like that. It's different. It's fucking with my OCD a little. That's why when another song pops up, I said, oh, well, copyright's probably gonna be a bitch about this too. Or, you know, the part 43, episode 43, whatever you want to call these. That's why my last few statements on that, my last bit of commentary, was that copyright's probably gonna bitch about this too. But since they allow it, it's not gonna be a problem. Well, that was surprisingly easy. Really, the only reason I bring it up is because that caused a little stress with uploading. I thought it's not going to be accepted. It's got to have to be removed and re-uploaded with that part edited out. Which, mind you, oh, I remember this place. I remembered it a little too late. God damn it, this is like the 3rd time I fell for this goddamn road. It's just, my internet's shitty. It kind of sucks. I'm in a kind of rural area, and for me to upload a video, it takes me, I did the math, it takes me at least 2 hours estimate just to upload like a 10-minute video. So an hour video, this video would be like 10 hours. Again, kind of a long fucking wait. So imagine if the video that's an hour long gets copyright claimed and the music's not a-okay, like I can't have it there, then I'm gonna have to, like, either have YouTube just mute that part or edit out the music, which honestly, they added that as a beta. And it's not, like, it's a little slow for my taste, but then again, you know, slow internet. It's just, personally, I find it to be a pain in my ass. Imagine you waiting 10 hours for a video to upload, only to have some shit go wrong. It can't be uploaded properly without some legal shit. So you have to go back, edit it out, and then re-upload it. If it's like an hour video like this, to me it's 10 hours. Personally, I just find that annoying. That's kind of the reason why I stayed away from, like, music games, rhythm games. Like, I don't want to deal with the copyright with music. And there was one game, Project Diva, Hatsune Miku Project Diva, that I wanted to do a video because there was this one song that was fucking ridiculous, and I recorded, and the whole recording, the song was mute, which was a first for, you know, the first time I noticed that, because typically you do have music being played. I think also, like, one of the videos I did early on, I think it was Tony Hawk Underground, trying to get that one challenge on the downhill jam. I had music playing, and when I recorded, the music was muted. So I'm assuming that that's copyrighted music. I couldn't have it in the recording. So it's like, okay, cool. I think we're meeting up O'Brien finally. See what he has to say. So, but there's no point in listening to a song game if there's no music. Is a long, you know, short end of what I'm trying to say.
Well, I can't say I expected.
O'Brien, good to see ya.
What is it this time?
Believe me or not, I'm glad to see you again.
I'm glad to see you too, buddy.
The night at Wizard Island didn't seem to go well.
What can I do?
No, it didn't.
I'm here to warn you.
Warn me about what?
You remember? I told you the infected were evolving.
You know, these guys are not attacking me for once. It's kind of weird. What the fuck is wrong with you?
The strain of the virus, its effects on the human nervous and lymphatic systems is accelerating.
What the fuck?
They knew all along, of course, that it was happening. The men above me. That's why they were so cautious.
Do you want me to put you out? Like, you're still, like, conscious, though.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for telling.
To stop them. There's nothing anyone can do.
Okay, so, like I said, with the whole chameleon zombie, the stalker zombie, this kind of could confirm that it's a possibility if there's new strains of the virus. Like, he was sentient and infected. What the fuck did they do? What is this goddamn virus? I'm a bit confused. Would it be bad if I take him out? Like, you didn't want me to give him a mercy kill. I guess no? Okay, if a sentient zombie asks you for mercy... Actually, no, scratch that. If a sentient zombie, like, goes to you and says, hey, I'm not, like, feral. I still have my humanity. Please do not kill me. I do not want to die, but I understand I'm a threat to you. I'm just gonna exist and leave you alone. Would it be... I think it'd be morally fucked if you attack them. Like, they're not mindless. They still have their sentience. That was a bad throw. That surprisingly went well. But I think if they ask you to kill him as a mercy kill, that'd still be fine. It's just, if they don't want to die, I don't feel comfortable with killing a zombie that has their humanity left. Like, it It just feels kind of wrong. At that point, it doesn't feel like me trying to survive. It feels like me committing a murder. And I know you could say, technically, they are a zombie. But, if they're sentient enough to tell me, hey, please don't kill me. I want to do my own shit. I'm not going to hurt you. And be honest about it, like, I think I have a little more dilemma there. Like, I'm not going to kill the fucker. Dude asked me to spare him. Of course I'm going to fucking spare him. And I think that was the last of the goddamn hordes.
More bounties.
Huh. Well, we still have a couple more quote-unquote missions to do. All at Iron Mike's camp. But look at that. Everything's done. 100% almost. Just those last 2 missions. Alright. I'm here for the mission. What's up?
Hey,
Hey, Deacon. Addie carved it herself. It's beautiful, right? Thanks. Yeah, it was a piece of redwood that Mike kept in his room. He once told me that when things settled down, he was going to make something out of it, like a cribbage board.
wait, a what? He doesn't play cribbage. Iron Mike played cribbage.
No.
I don't believe that
That's
shit
the
either.
point. But there'd come a day when something like that mattered again.
Oh, what does it say?
Yeah, don't look at me. I just carved it. It's an old Hindu proverb. My mother taught it to me. It reads, rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. And clouds do not swallow their own rain. What great ones have is always for the benefit of others. What do you think?
I think that's nice.
Well, coming from you, I think that would have meant a lot to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if Mike were here, he would probably say something like, what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, no, you're right. He would have said, what the hell does that mean?
Followed by, what the hell are you doing standing around here? The world ain't gonna save itself, god damn it. Get to work.
You're right again. Come on, guys, let's get to work. Oh, did I ever tell you about the time that Iron Mike saw Addie and I for the first time at the lodge in front of the fireplace?
Oh, this is funny.
Okay, so we were tangled up.
No. We were all up in there.
What? Why?
For the first time, and Iron Mike comes out and
You don't
looks
have to
at us.
tell me this. You can stop.
You have that feeling.
I'm not cool.
You're such a pervert.
Well, that leaves one more mission to do. I assume it's also going to be a cutscene. Yeah, we got it all done. Funny enough, I think I unlocked that gun through the actual store or something, or maybe I picked it up. I'm not a Ripper. Oh, hello. That's an old name I didn't think I'd see ever again. That could also be a potential for the sequel. It could be from Lisa's point of view. I don't know why I'm making shit. Just to make shit, you know? You know, typically I'd skip, but we're just, like, around the corner. That's another thing that I kind of regret, is skipping a lot of the travel. But I felt like that was a little time-consuming. I did keep some of the trouble between some scenes, but I felt like I could have done a little better on that part. Just a little better. That's whatever.
Hey!
Whoa, easy.
Ripper here! Turn around!
Not a rip.
Drop the gun.
Hold up.
Easy. She's a
Don't
friend.
worry. Put that away. I got this. Okay, take care of her. Not my problem.
Hey, Lisa. How you doing, kid? Been a while. Nice bike.
Is this your ride?
Piece of shit, but it runs.
Well, I don't know if you're sticking around, but I could have Ricky take a look at it.
I brought some bounties to trade.
Really? Well, that's a good amount. You're doing well.
Okay.
We have a guy for that.
I should probably introduce you to Joe Haslam. He's the bounty collector. He's right up this way.
I'm not staying. I'm not staying in a goddamn camp.
Yeah, do what
Alright. That's cool. No one's forcing you. I mean, that's kind of like Deacon earlier, too. So you in the
While
sequel
you're
would make
here,
sense.
I'd like to introduce you to someone. Her name is Sarah. She had a kid sister that, well, her kid sister reminds me of you, so I thought that maybe you would like her.
I had a sister. She was older than me. A pain in my ass.
Kind of reminds me of my older brother, Boozer. Real pain in my ass. Actually, he's not my brother. We rode together in the MC. And he's the head of security around here, so you should probably meet him too.
I told you I'm not staying.
And I heard you. Seriously, do whatever you want.
It's more just so people know that you're friendly. Alright?
So what kind of gun you...
God damn it, skipping fucking thing. And with that being said, we 100%ed Days Gone. Thank you for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Have a happy and safe Halloween. Take care of yourselves. And remember, if there is a horror game you want to see for next Halloween, you let me know.